Today, we are going to dive into how to use the law of attraction to transform anxiety into inner peace. The mind works like a powerful magnet. The thoughts and emotions you constantly cultivate attract experiences that reflect that energy. If you are stuck in a cycle of worry, fear, or restlessness, know that there is a way out, and it's within your reach. In this video, you will discover 5 practical and powerful techniques to reprogram your energy, calm your mind, and create a new emotional reality. The last technique is the most transformative of all, so don't skip ahead. Stick around until the end, as it may be the game changer you've been waiting for. Anxiety often feels like an uncontrollable internal storm, with racing thoughts and a constant sense of heaviness in the chest. But here's the good news. You have the power to change this. The law of attraction isn't limited to manifesting material things like money or objects. It is also an incredible tool for shaping your emotional state and attracting inner harmony. The secret lies in redirecting your attention, your thoughts, and your energy to a place of balance and serenity. Let's begin now with the first technique. Technique 1. Guided positive affirmations. If you wake up every day already feeling that tightness in your chest or a mind full of what-ifs, it's a sign that your mental programming is tuned to fear. But we can change this pattern. The first technique is using guided positive affirmations. Every morning, before picking up your phone or rushing into your routine, take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and repeat with conviction, I am in control of my mind. I choose peace. Everything is aligning for my good. Neuroscience studies, such as those by Dr. Andrew Newberg, show that repeating consistent affirmations can strengthen new neural connections, helping the brain break free from negative patterns and embrace a more optimistic state. Sounds too simple? Don't underestimate the power of repetition. Try this for 21 days, the average time it takes to form a new habit, and watch how your morning energy starts to shift. Technique 2. Creative visualization. Here's a fascinating fact. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you vividly visualize something, your body responds as if it's actually happening. Let's put this into practice. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself in a place that brings you peace. It could be a beach at sunset, a quiet forest, or even a special corner of your home. Breathe deeply 3 times, and with each exhalation, visualize your anxiety dissipating like mist, being carried away by the wind. This technique activates the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for relaxation, reducing cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Spend 5 minutes doing this before bed, and you'll notice calmer nights and more restorative sleep. The more details you add to your visualization, like sounds, smells, and sensations, the more powerful it becomes. Technique 3. Cognitive reframing. Anxiety is often fed by a loop of negative thoughts that seem automatic. But you can interrupt this cycle with a technique called cognitive reframing, meaning changing your perspective. The next time an anxious thought arises, like, I won't be able to handle this, pause and ask, is this a proven fact or just a fear I'm projecting? Then, replace the narrative. Instead of, I'm overwhelmed, try saying, I am learning to handle challenges, and every step makes me stronger. Psychologists like Albert Ellis, a pioneer of cognitive behavioral therapy, claim that the way we interpret events shapes our emotions much more than the events themselves. Changing your internal dialogue isn't instant magic, but with practice, you will notice that your mind begins to align with a lighter and more confident frequency. Technique 4. Gratitude journal. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can emit, according to the principles of the law of attraction, and it's also one of the most effective ways to neutralize anxiety. Grab a notebook or even the Notes app on your phone, and every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be the smell of coffee in the morning, a smile someone gave you, or the simple fact of having a roof over your head. A study from the University of California found that people who practice gratitude regularly have lower anxiety levels and a greater sense of well-being. This habit trains your brain to look for the positive rather than fixating on what's wrong. Over time, you'll notice that even on the hardest days, there's something worth celebrating, and this completely shifts your energy. Technique 5. The Art of Surrender. We've arrived at the most powerful, and often the most underestimated, technique. Anxiety often arises from a desperate need to control everything: the future, circumstances, others' reactions. But what if, instead of fighting the uncontrollable, you chose to trust? Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, breathe deeply, and say aloud or silently, "I trust that the universe is working in my favor. Everything is unfolding for my highest good. Now let go." Imagine you are surrendering your worries to a greater force, whether it's the universe, God, or your own inner resilience. This surrender is not passivity. It is an act of courage that eases immediate pressure and raises your vibration. Research on mindfulness shows that accepting what we cannot change reduces the activation of the amygdala, the part of the brain that triggers the alarm of anxiety. Try this the next time you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. The relief can be instantaneous. Conclusion: anxiety doesn't have to control your life. With these 5 techniques, positive affirmations, creative visualization, cognitive reframing, gratitude, and surrender, you have a powerful set of tools to transform your mind and attract inner peace like never before. But here's the most important detail. The power lies in consistency. Choose one of these practices and start today, even if it's just for 2 minutes. Little by little, you will notice that the internal storm gives way to a calmness you didn't know was possible. And if you want to dive deeper into the law of attraction to transform other aspects of your life, don't miss the next video here on the channel. Leave a comment about which technique you will try first and how it worked for you. Let's build this journey together.